Right, looking a bit sunburned, but welcome back guys to the channel. It's been probably a couple of weeks now, so this is more of like an update video on the car, everything that's sort of happened in between, because I haven't recorded a lot because it's just painting. A lot of it's just painting. But obviously the gearbox is all now sprayed black. There's a little touch to it. Transfer box is sprayed black. The aluminium. Got the rear diff here and stuff. I haven't finished all of the rear of the car, the rear subframe and stuff like that, and the rear diff, but engine's pretty much all done. I'm just gonna go tidy up all this and stuff. I'm gonna open it back up and check the valve clearances, so I might record a little bit of that. All the wiring's back in the car, engine bay's all painted, wings are all done underneath as well. Don't worry about all this because this is all getting resprayed, so don't worry about the chips and everything like that. Same this side. This is the new daily. I shall do a video on that soon, but that will be the new, it's like a daily project car. So it's going to be like, I don't know, sort of like getting into green lane, I suppose. But I also needed a bigger car. It's a diesel, it's a 2 litre. I believe it's got a BMW engine in, whatever that means. Got it for an absolute bargain. Got sunroof, everything like that on it. Pretty much all new tyres round, brake discs and pads on the front. Just needs a bit of tidying up. Window regulators need doing. And a few little touches here and there, but other than that is garage needs a big clean as well because it's an absolute junkyard. Might be sending this if anyone wants a generator. Absolutely mint. It's just had a little service. Yeah, I don't really know what else there is to record in here, but yeah, so I'll record little bits. I'm gonna try and get the gearbox on today and then possibly get the engine back in the car because it's pretty much ready for the engine now. Standalone ECU is on the way, being posted tomorrow, so we should do a video on the wiring loom for the engine bay. So obviously you don't need all the plugs and everything on the engine wiring loom, you know, the ones for all of these sensors and stuff. You don't need all the plugs on there, so I'm going to show you which ones you need to cut off if you want to cut them off, if you want to just tidy it up a bit more. Re-tape it all shut with some, what's this, motorsport loom wiring tape, like cloth tape, so all do that all nice. Show you how to set up the 𝗵𝗵𝗃, standalone 𝗵𝗵𝗃, ECU master 𝗵𝗵𝗃 black, the standalone ECU, how to set it up, plug it in, like, and how to make it look nice and tidy and put it inside an RS ECU holder. Other than that, I mean, there's not too much left to do other than obviously get the turbo strapped on and everything like that. But we're just doing everything around this. So, shut up. Just need to do the water pipe, re-weld that. So once this is in the car, we can then test it. I've got the fitting for, I can't remember if it's for the coolant. Yeah, I think so. Coolant line fitting. I think that goes on the side somewhere. I don't know. Sam's on his way down, so we should go through that. But just a little update. Record a few little bits and bobs today. Yeah, and I'll do a little series on the Land Rover, that little Freelander. I was going to get the Discovery, but for the price you pay and the amount of money you probably spend on fuel as well, because apparently they get the same fuel like the MPG, same as an ST, so I don't really want to do that. This is obviously a 2 litre diesel and it's pretty decent fuel. I think a half tank's 40 quid, but I've literally had it for less than 24 hours, so I need to go and try it out a bit more. But clean it all up, get all the black trims back to black, probably get a nice big set of off-road tyres on it and some nice steel alloys, and then yeah, go from there. Steel bandits or whatever. But yeah, I shall resume when we're doing something fun in the video. Right guys, so Sam arrived, like I said. Just cut off all these off of the old hubs, so they're going to get painted and rebrushed, ready for the rear end, which I might add into this video. Might do in a separate video if we end up doing it today. I'll definitely try and record a little bit about the clearances on the engine, but yeah, just a little update as we go. I might time lapse a few little bits and bobs though, doing the bushes now, so just a bit of content for you guys. I'm doing a Q&A as well, so I'll do that at the end of the video, so watch out for that. Is this the new bush now? No, it's not the one. I don't know where the new bush is. Alright boys, that's those out, so we're going to replace the sleeves. We won't put the bush in yet. Well no, actually we're wire brushing all back, put the new sleeves in, then the new bush, then paint it, then the new bush, and then it's done. And then we can set up the rear subframe and get maybe it on. Right boys, so we got the rear subframe on, the new one's going on. I've undersealed all of this. This section, I'm going to do this section last because we just want to get the subframe in today, so I don't want to sit there doing all of it. So that's what it's looking like right now. This is all undersealed. Took the fuel lines out because obviously I'm going to have custom ones, fuel filler, neck, whatever. That's the new subframe. It was all nicely painted, but you know I just can't be asked to paint the rest, so whatever, budget. These are now drying here. As you can see, sound in the background. And then yeah, so only a few more bits and then we're gonna record the rest of this going on, so I'll pan it out once that bit's ready. Yeah, you can see. You boys should be able to see all of this.
I got it to the left.
A little bit more to the left. Like that? Okay, so we're gonna put the subframe in now. Sat on my camera. Sorry boys.
Ben.
Hope you can see. Yeah, you should be able to. Right, ready?
Ready. So we'll put it through this one, yeah?
Yeah. Yes. Ready? You don't want it all the way, do you?
No, just
Okay, right. Subframe on. So now we're going to put in Diff now, or?
yeah.
So I'll change the camera angle so you can see a little bit better, but the all-wheel drive is coming together. It is mint. Fucking mint. Right boys, so putting the rear diff in. That suitor does not sound smell nice. Do you want to pass the rear diff to me? Don't get it dirty. I like my silver tiger stripes on the rear subframe. Are we going to be able to get it in there?
Heavy boy.
Yeah, heavy for a weakling. As he drops it on his head.
Nuts.
Oh yeah, pass me the box so I can show these guys what it looks like. So boys, if I can get a camera. Yeah. So we bought all brand new like 𝗦𝗧𝗰𝗶𝗹 bolts for the rear. So it just looks a little bit nicer. But look at that. Probably gonna rust within 2 months, but I will.
Stainless, my guy.
Right boys, so next part, we got our fully adjustable camber arms here, and not hard race because fuck hard race. Alright, so put this top one up in first. Oh, it's gonna be fucking hard, isn't it? There's probably paint on this side again. Can't even see the bolt going through. I think it's in there. Yeah, try to get a little turn if you can. Yeah. Is it going? Yeah. Probably just painting the other end.
Yeah, we can have another extension.
And boys, the bottom one goes in there. So you probably can't even see this stuff, but you know. There we go. So guys, that is what it is looking like. We're not putting in the drive shafts today because I need to go get some coilovers or springs to shove in this. So yeah, so we do that when we do the springs, but it's alright for now because this is looking lovely. Like I said, we're going to wait for the control arms and rehabs to dry. Sam's just putting in the anti-bell bolts and that just until my new one comes. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Let's see. Just gonna wait until those dry and then we put those in. That'll be like the little next part. I'll do the Q&A tomorrow, but I'll include it in this video as well. One thing I forgot to put in, boys, was the control blades with the power flex bushes, the black series. So I'll just put those in. You heating up the cake? Yep. Oh, I hadn't actually undersealed this part yet. Right, so that's them on, boys. Seem very close to the suspension, but once the hub and that goes on, we shall see where it all lines up. Look at that, perfect. Right, catch you in a second. Hey, where do you think I'm holding this?
So right now it's pretty much that way.
Right, boys, so we got our
hub and everything. I haven't replaced the wheel bearings yet. I will be soon. I'll probably do it later. Because, you know, just trying to get everything on right now. Yeah.
Go push the whole hub up? Yeah, so that's fine.
It's fine, yeah?
Yeah, because that's like way too low.
Yeah. Right. I probably won't record any more, guys, because we're just going to put one control arm on and a spring and a shock, and it's done. So they're going to take a while to dry, so I should just add that. I won't even add it. So let's move on to the Q&A, and then we'll come back to this. Alright guys, so this is the part of the video where we are doing the Q&A, so questions and answers. I've got a few questions on my phone that I am going to go off. You can see me in the shot. Don't know how well it is. Get a little bit closer. As you can see the car in the background. Don't worry about the purple wrap. That was just to see if I liked the colour, and I didn't. So, right, let's go with... I'll go with the most recent questions, which I got... Actually, I'll go with the most oldest. So, my first question was from a guy on Instagram called 𝗷𝗫𝗃_savage_IWI. He says, so how much have you spent converting to the RS Turbo and the ST? So I believe all in all, I think it's roughly £2,000 going for the full RS Turbo conversion with RS Turbo, new lines, intercooler, pretty much because I went from stock to RS Turbo, so the whole shebang, ECU remapped and all that. So roughly £2,000, I think it's still better than a hybrid turbo though, because you actually make power. But yeah, what do you enjoy most about being a YouTuber? I wouldn't really class myself as a YouTuber, more someone that just posts their car shenanigans on YouTube. I mean, I don't post every week, so I'm not that active, but it would be nice to earn a bit more money for YouTube, I suppose, because right now it doesn't pay that good. Kelly's World _official said, what is the end game for the beast? Don't really know, to be honest, because it was only meant to stop at the RS Turbo. Then I went from RS Turbo wanting 550 brake horsepower, because apparently that was the sweet spot. But now we're going for, ideally the end game is 700 brake horsepower, all-wheel drive, with a OEM plus look. So that is the end game right now. Someone said Santa Pod. Yes, I'll go to Santa Pod once the car's ready. What's the pros and cons about the ST? I'll do a video on that because that's a big question. What BHP do you want to reach? My missus asked me that. She knows that I want 700, so that's what we're going for. But I'll be happy with 650, or just a little bit over. Someone said plans in forging your car. Already forged it. What's your favourite moment of the ST? Probably the RS running gear, to be honest. I think that was probably the best upgrade I did to the whole car. I know someone later on asked what's the best mod I did. Generally the RS running gear is probably the best mod you can ever do to your ST. Convert it straight to the RS running gear, be the best thing you'll ever do. Pair that with the RS Turbo, you're laughing. When you were looking to buy an ST, were you out to buy an orange one? No, sorry, I was originally meant to buy a blue one from Birmingham, but the guy was, I can't remember, a tosser. I would say. Like, he literally afterwards I said that I can't come to next week. He said, I hope you burn. I could put those texts up as well, it's ridiculous. So yeah, but then I saw this one quite close to me, reasonably priced, full surface history and everything, so I just went with that. And it's pretty much stock as well. I think all it had was the disc and brakes and a 𝗦𝗽liche exhaust. If you had to swap your car right now, what car would you go for? Probably a D3 S8 with the V10 engine. That's probably one of the realistic cars that I want to own in the next few years. Is there any mods that you do regret doing? These are all from Kelly's world, by the way, guys, so that's why I'm not listing off the name. Kelly sent me a ton of questions before, I just have only just got round to doing them now. Any mods that I regret doing? It's a hard one because all the mods I did were, I suppose the Egg Tech crossover is just stupid. And the RS Fact Pipe, I burnt all the skid off my phone from trying to install that. Yeah, so favourite car mod was definitely the RS Running Gear and RS Turbo. How much have you dropped on the car so far? So before all the forging and things, after I did the RS Turbo, I'd say, if we're not including all the stuff I sold as well on the car and whatnot, I'd say maybe 3.5 grand. And that got me to 380 brake horsepower, full RS running gear, RS clutch, and everything else. So yeah, about roughly 3 to 3.5, 4 grand to get me to 380 brake horsepower. So pretty good. How much have you dropped on the car so far? Again, 3.5, 4. But now, I have to do an actual video on it, but it's probably now in total, again without selling all the extra stuff, probably about 11 grand. Maybe less, to be honest. I don't think I'll spend that much. Try and fit a 𝗬𝗵𝗶 GST. Can't really do that because I don't have the turbo yet. What is the ugliest car you know from 𝗦𝗍𝗍? Audi A2. I think they're bloody disgusting. Someone asked how many centimeters is your bicep? 10 right now. When will you sell the orange thing? From Jake Byrne from my work. Probably never. Probably just gonna sit until the day it dies. So I'm just trying to find questions that aren't repeated, guys. What's the power goal of the car? Again, 700. 700 is the main goal. If I wasn't working on the Focus, what would you have done instead? So if I didn't own the Focus, I probably would own the Astra VXR. That's what I was originally looking at, but then I crashed my old Focus. Well, cyclist crashed into the side of my car, so I didn't want to trade it in because I'd lose loads of value off it. And the VXR I wanted just had a ton of problems and I couldn't be asked. And then I think I kept with the Focus for a couple more months, and then I realised I wanted an ST after I went out to a car meet with my mate Calvin and Patrick Copy. He had an ST, he's basically the one that sold me the ST. Not sold my ST to me, but sold my choice to buy one. The Burger 23 on Instagram said, would you sell the ST for an RS? Probably not. I mean, the RSs are going up in value now, so if I had a good deal on the ST to get an RS that was low mileage, that would go up in price, probably. But just for an ST for an RS, no, not really, because I've had pretty much the RS inside of an ST. Feels great, but it's not worth the extra 18, 20 grand price tag that it is. And quite a few people will probably tell you that as well. 𝗕𝗓𝗍 on Instagram said, you ever thought about entering a rally or any other race? Probably not. I don't think the car was really kitted out for a rally, but I'll probably do some track days in it, but that's about it. I probably would never do any racing. Someone asked me Dream Science, Revo, Mount Tune or Bluefin. I've heard good things about Dream Science with handheld device and Revo, but I haven't used them myself. Most important mod to make on any car, again from 𝗕𝗓𝗍. Servicing. It's not really a mod, but it's just something you should always do. Someone asked, so I get asked this quite a lot. So Dion Rojas, I think that is, said, are you self-taught or have you worked as a mechanic or have a degree in automotive? I have no degrees in automotive. As you can see, I'm a shoddy mechanic because I get Sam to help me with pretty much everything. I only know a few bits and bobs here and there, but Sam has taught me a lot. But other than that, it's just YouTube. Everything you want to learn can be found on the internet now for literally pennies or for free. Like if you want to change or forge an engine, there's literally videos all online on how to do it. Yeah, so I'm literally just a bodge mechanic, you could call it, if you want to. But I'm not a mechanic. Josh Bates said, what's your ideal car? Don't really know. I'm actually kind of liking my daily Land Rover right now. It's quite fun. But ideal car for everyday use, probably just like a big truck, to be honest, like a Toyota Warrior or something like that. Again, I keep getting the same one. How much has the build cost you so far? How much will it be when it's all done? I am going to do a video on this very, very soon, breaking down the whole cost. The likelihood of you finding all the parts as cheap as me and so on is going to be extremely hard because everything I've got is like hen's teeth. So yeah. Right, I've got 4 questions from Clark on Instagram. What power are you looking to achieve once the build is complete to your standards? So again, it's the 700 I'm looking for. I want to hit 700 on all drive. Not saying it's going to be 700 brake horsepower all the time. Obviously, that's not realistic. So probably like 650 is the main goal. What inspired you to go all drive conversion? Literally Sam. As soon as I stepped in Sam's car, it was a no-brainer. I think he was running like 420 at the time on RS Turbo, and that thing rips. And then when I was doing the RS conversion, we did all-wheel drive to my friend's car, and that was at 400. Again, it literally rips. So I would love to see someone for 400 brake horsepower all-wheel drive Focus ST go up against like a 600 brake horsepower RS, because I promise you now that the all-wheel drive ST will rip it to pieces. Which car would you have to be offered to part ways with the ST realistically? Like if I said D3S8 or I'm sure it's a D3S8, the V10 engine, it's like the Lambo engine, it's like an Audi, or 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗃 EVO or something like that, or like an S15. Alan Clark also said, are you looking to daily drive the ST once the all-wheel drive conversion is complete? Absolutely not. I don't think the car's even going to be driven that much, to be honest. It'll literally be like weekends, car shows and stuff like that. I do miss it though, so I probably will end up getting another ST just to have like RS Turbo, RS conversion on it and just drive that daily. My missus, so Libby asked me what's my dream car. Don't really have a dream car, I'm not one of those people, but there's no cars I look at, because I know I'm never going to be able to afford it, so I don't really dream of any cars, but I'll come back to that one. Yeah, I'll come back to that one. Kian really asked, how many people will you smoke when the ST is done? Actually buzzing to see it. Probably no one, because it's illegal to race. I think that's all the questions for now. If you want more questions, guys, just leave. Like, I can do like more Q&As and stuff. But I will do like in-depth videos and some of the things like how much this is all costing me right now. I'll include all the main bits. I won't include like the tiny little seals and stuff, but that is pretty amazing stuff. So yeah, there's not much else to show you on the car, by the way. This is just the Q&A clip. All the rears on. I will do a full in-depth video of the whole car once the all-wheel drive's all on. There's only a few more bits to do, so I shall release another video in like a week or 2 time. But other than that, if you enjoy the content, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.